You might have seen the video I did recently about the benefit I've got from doing breath work and breathing classes. I've been working with Darren Stojanovic from Dynamic Breathwork, and over the course of the last couple of months, I've gone through some exercises and some classes that I've found really beneficial, particularly for my swimming. I think the enhanced lung capacity, but also the efficiency of my breathing, that's made a big difference. But the other side of that too is the benefit that you get outside of the pool, from mental clarity to better sleep to being able to manage your emotions a lot better, particularly over the last couple of months when all this stuff is going on. This is something that I've found really beneficial whenever I do these classes and whenever I do these exercises. It's also really beneficial if you're new to the sport, because one of the things that we look at is breathing. If you're getting tired after 50 or 100 meters, yes, some of that will most likely be technique, but the first thing we look at is how you're breathing. And if you find that you get into this breathing pattern where you're very short and shallow with your breathing, these types of exercises can help you develop that ability to get deeper and more controlled breaths. And that is one of the best ways to be able to swim longer than 50 or 100 meters without getting tired. And so that's why I recommend these types of breathing exercises for swimmers who are quite new to the sport. Now, you'll see this video is quite long. It goes for over 50 minutes. That's because Darren recorded a free intro class for our swimmers, and I'm going to play this 50-minute video. At the start of this video, he'll explain the science for a couple of minutes, and then he'll take you through the exercises and take you through a breathing class. And I'm sure that you'll find some real benefits from it. And out the other end of it, when you finish it, you'll probably find you're thinking a lot clearer, so much better mental clarity. You'll find that you're breathing a lot more efficiently, and you're probably becoming aware of your breathing a lot more. So I find these classes really beneficial. And if this is something that you're interested in, Darren is running a 4-week peak performance breathwork class that'll be live every Thursday night, 7 o'clock Melbourne time, where you can sign in through Zoom and go through the class. But it will also be recorded if you can't make those sessions, and they'll be sent out when you register for this 4-week course. So I'll put the details below if you're interested in learning more. Otherwise, enjoy this intro class, really useful. And there'll be no ads, nothing to interrupt you through this recording. What I'd recommend is get some headphones, find a quiet space, lie down somewhere that you're comfortable, and that's the best way to go through these breathing classes. Hope you enjoy. Let me know in the comments below what you get out of this class.
So the nervous system can really sort of impact on a whole different array of areas in our body. And so the way we think and the way that we breathe can actually influence this system. So an example, like our body is sitting there waiting to pick up messages from different areas of the body. And as we take a full breath in, we have sensors inside the small alveoli sacs in our lungs. And as the lungs expand, sensors in those alveoli pick up the expansion of each little individual lung area, and it sends messages back to the brain and around the body to adjust various things in our body, like blood supply, various stress hormones, and all these hormones we use to exercise, to swim, to do various things. And then has an impact also on all the blood vessels around our body, and then linkages back into every organ. You can imagine our kidney and our liver, our stomach, our heart, our lungs, our brain. If you picture all those in a big circular pattern, each one of those organs is talking to the other organ to adjust and to maintain homeostasis, so an equilibrium within the body. Of all those systems, really our thoughts and our breathing are almost the only two systems in our body that we can essentially hijack, take voluntary control over, and impact how our body responds to various things like exercise and stress. So if we are looking to promote sleep, or if we are looking to improve anxiety, promote motivation, improve our desire to do something, stay more relaxed, we can breathe in particular ways to influence our nervous system and create change throughout our whole body. So in today's class, I want you to visualize that I'm going to create an experience for you, a chance to move through different breathing techniques and feel the difference in how you feel when you do a high energy breath technique, a medium optimizing energy breath technique, and then a calming energy breath. I want you to think about the fact that you're going to go today on a little roller coaster ride. And we're going to try to take your energy up, your energy down, and then move the energy in cycles, giving you an experience of how you could influence that. In a way, when we do repeated breathwork practice, we are actually reprogramming our nervous system. And we're actually trying to change the way our nervous system reacts. And quite a lot of times, especially in swimming, we notice that we are performing in ways that sometimes are reactive, not actually the way that we want to react. And some of that is actually some of the pre-programmed responses that our nervous system has to what we do when we do it. So an example of that might be, when you have been somewhere and maybe someone has given you a fright, or you've had a bit of a shock of something. Next time you go back to that place, you might find that being back in that area can trigger a little bit of an emotional response, maybe a small anxiety response. So that's a pre-programmed nervous system pattern that actually when we go back to an area, the stressor might not be there, but the actual area we go to might create a memory, and that memory is therefore attached to a particular event, and that drives that stress response. So in today's session, I'm just going to describe the different imagery that I want you to work with. So firstly, we're going to work with a circular breath pattern. So I want you to imagine the shape of a circle, or you can think of like a clock face. And what we're going to do is to visualize ourselves breathing in, and the top of the breath in is we arrive up at 12 o'clock. And then as we breathe out, we visualize coming down the clock, down to number 3. And this is not circling our body. This is just in our mind's eye, thinking about the journey of the breathing. Now, the purpose of visualizing a circle is the circle is smooth all the way around. There's no stoppages or block points in the circle. So when you're executing the circular breath, you are internalizing your thoughts and trying to feel, is there any part of this circle that I feel grip or a block point, or an area where my breathing gets quite tough? We sometimes even notice an emotional response, and you might find when you get to that part of the circle, you actually feel the body react emotionally in a particular way. Now imagine the next one we can create is a box breath. So can you visualize if we breathed in to come to the top, and then we held our breath in, then we breathed out, and then we paused after we breathed out. So that would be a box shape. A nice full breath in to the top, and then just hold our breath in calmly, keeping the energy in the body, and then breathe out, relaxing. And then when we finish the breath out, we've got that moment where we can stop and rest before we take the next breath in. Each of those points again will have connections to different emotions and different feelings in our body. So we're going to sit and observe, but not react. Okay, today is very much about not reacting. It's observing what comes up for us and how we actually manage that. All right, so that's the box breath. So then imagine the triangle breath will be a little bit of just each. So you can imagine the triangle where the flat section is along the top. Okay, what we're doing here is breathe into the top. We only hold our breath in and come back down. And again, up to the top, hold our breath in, and then back to the bottom. Okay, flip the triangle over, and the flat section is on the bottom. So then imagine there, we're going to breathe in, breathe out, and then we're going to pause and wait. Now with the repeated triangle breath breathing, you're going to find you develop the ability to hold your breath in and relax your breath out for longer. So we're going to work on that today. All right, then second to that, we've got our energy breath. So we all know when we exercise, sometimes we feel lethargic or we feel flat before we do something. As we get moving, our energy breeds energy and we start to turn the engine up. So we're going to do a breath technique that involves building energy and then relaxing. Building energy and relaxing. And we're going to alternate in little cycles. So an energy breath is all through the mouth. All the other breathing I've talked to you is all through the nose. So an energy breath, what we do is we have the lips just open and we draw the breath in to full lung volume. And that component is active. We're working. When we breathe out, it's important to be relaxed and passive and don't push the breath out with any effort. So it'll be a breath in and then relax. Breath in. Now you'll be lying down for this, and imagine if we do 5 of these cycles and then practice relaxing and pausing, you're going to work on the feeling of resting at the end of your breath out without breathing. So it could be 5 circles, okay, energy breathing and pause. And then we're going to ask you to maybe build your work. Try 10 in a row and then see if that gives you a longer breath out pause. Now, when we're breathing out and pausing, there's a moment there where we are not doing anything. No breathing, no moving, no nothing. It's that really point of stillness. And when you develop the ability to sit there for a little bit of time, what you'll find is whole sorts of things will start happening in your body, and you'll start to feel an incredible sense of calmness and stillness as you break through that little bit of barrier. So I'm going to give you quite a few tries at that today. All right, guys. So next, I'm just going to bring on for you a little bit of a summary of the exercise we're going to do today. So I'm going to bring up a little screen share for you so you can look at this. And so the screen share is just basically going to have a little bit of an order of which breathing we're going to do today. All right, so if you have a little look at the screen where I've got that now, you're going to see that we've got our first technique is we're just going to be laying down and relaxing. So I'm just going to ask you to, tune in, release the day you've had already, get yourself out of the head zone and into the body zone, and then create the first breath sequence will be the circular nose breath. So that's number 2 there, circular nose breath. And I'm going to introduce some breathing mantras. We don't just want to lie there and physically breathe. I want you to breathe and feel, breathe and think, invest in using your whole body, the brain and the lungs, to complete the breath work. So if I say to you, breathe in, think, energize, I want you to visualize drawing in energy. If I say to you motivation, I want you to feel like drawing the motivation of whatever you want into the body. The third technique is the box breathing. So that's when we'll go back to the box shape, and we'll practice slowly holding the in and pausing at the end of the out breath. So this is going to be considered our optimizing breath, not calm, not relaxing, not pushing the energy, but nice and even. This is how we might want to bring ourselves to feel before a tense meeting or any particular time. We want to be optimized in how we feel. The next one then, number 4, is the triangle breath. So triangle breath is a nose breath still, and we're going to hold the breath in. So imagine trying to improve your lung capacity. I want you to go very slow and breathe in the bellows. So the lower stomach first, the middle ribs second, the upper chest third. So it's like building the bellows of the lungs slowly up. And then when you get to your full lung capacity, but hold it comfortably, keep the inhale in the body like you're trying to stretch your body from the inside out. And now when you let the breath out in go, just let go. Okay, just go and let the breath out just fall out of the body as if the breath out is passive. Don't try to slow the tempo really slow by forcing. Okay, so that's the triangle, inhale, hold. Then we start our cycles of energy breath. So I'm going to ask you to change to mouth breathing, and then it's going to be in through the lips just open and letting go. Circling the breath and creating this feeling of no pause. So in becomes out becomes in becomes out becomes in. And we're going to work our way, and I've written there 5 cycles and a pause, and we can build to 10 to 15, and I'll encourage you to build that a bit stronger. Energy breathing builds body feeling. So it's common to feel a little bit of tingles in the face, a bit of tingles around the neck zone, and maybe even into the fingertips and periphery. When you breathe out, you're going to feel, once you've done that you can breathe out and pause for a little longer, and you'll feel the energy in the body just starting to soften and the tingles dissipating. Use the built-up energy in your body to challenge yourself and practice relaxing into the end of the breath out a little longer. It won't feel like panic, but your brain might tell you you need to breathe, but your body will physically not need to breathe. So invest in that feeling. Then once we've done that, the final part is our triangle breathing, where we keep practicing that pause. 1 breath in through the nose, 1 breath out, and pause. And again, 1 breath in, 1 breath out, and pause. All right, guys, so we're pretty much ready to start now. So I'm going to share the music with you so you can hear the music in the background. I want you just to adjust your own volume up and down, and we'll make sure we've got some time at the end to have a little bit of a chat. And so hope you enjoy the session. So I'll turn my video off now, and then with the screen share, I'm just going to bring on the music for you. Turn that down a touch. All right, guys. So get yourself set in a comfortable position to start with. I just want you to relax a little bit. Take a few slow inhales through the nose and a few slow exhales through the nose. And just start delaying the speed of the breath in and relaxing smoothly with the breath out. Think about when you breathe in that you build the bellows of the lungs from the lower stomach first, the middle ribs second, the upper chest third. So it's like the energy starts low and it builds upwards toward the chest area, and then it finishes with a feeling of stretch across the chest. Throughout today's session, go slow, but each time check in on a full but comfortable lung volume. Full lung volume that doesn't have tension in it, but has maximum expansion. Picture your ribcage 3-dimensionally and feel yourself expanding sideways, backwards, downwards and upwards. And then just check in. How do you feel when you execute the smoothest, longest breath out? Can you feel the air, every millimeter of the air drifting out of your body, and feel the calmness that's associated? Think about what we talked about, the nervous system. What message are you sending now to your nervous system by breathing how you're breathing? Alright guys, so I'm going to slow your pace down and give you some cues now, and we're working our ins and outs at about a 7 to 8 second timing. Alright, so go slow, create a full inhale. Right, Inhale for me. And exhale. Inhale, circular, no pausing. Exhale. Inhale, open and expand. Exhale, relax and let go. Inhale, focus. Exhale, relax. Inhale. And exhale. Embody the words. Inhale, attention. Exhale, calmness. Inhale, active. Exhale, passive, letting go. Inhale. Exhale, smooth. Inhale, motivation. Exhale, floating. Inhale, feel the energy. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, stillness. Find it. Inhale, building. Exhale. Inhale, build the bellows. Full lung volume. Exhale, drifting. Inhale, intensity. Exhale, passive, relax. Inhale, working. Exhale, peace. Open and expand. All right, let's move into our box breathing now, guys. Our focus here is our optimizing breath. I want you to choose a rhythm that feels right for you. All through the nose, arrive at full lung volume and hold. Keep the energy in the body. Sense the energy permeating and moving through all the cells in the body, and hold the breath in only as long as feels good. Then enjoy the breath out, relaxing. And then pause and wait at the end of your breath out. And again, as long as feels good. Smooth inhale breaths all the way to the top. Stretch your body from the inside out. You can use your breath mantras. Breathe in motivation. Breathe out peace. Breathe in focus and hold it. Be guided by your breath at what is the optimum pace. Listen to your body's natural rhythm. Smooth, elongated inhales. What feelings do you get back when you draw in, when you hold, when you release out, and then pause? When you execute the breath out phase, make the breath out phase passive. Let go of the full inhale and just relax. And when the exhale completes, continue to mentally see yourself executing the breath out, relaxing into the end of the breath out. Feel the drift. Sense the stillness. Enjoy the floating. When it is time to breathe in, when you feel that impulse that your body creates to inhale, delay that impulse just a little bit longer by relaxing into that impulse. When that impulse gets too much, allow that impulse to overwhelm your body and fill up with oxygen like it is the elixir of life. Full, smooth, complete inhales. Feel like your box shape that you are drawing in the head is stretching a little longer, a little bigger. You're elongating the box. The journey of the breath taking longer. You're sensing and feeling the journey more than you did before. Now we know our inhale breath has all the open and expand. Let's repeatedly now work on our lung volume the easiest way. All right, let's do our triangle breath now, where we hold the inhale at the top. Smoothly take a full lung volume and build the bellows, lower zone, middle zone, upper zone. Hold the inhale, expanding, expanding, and then just release. Imagine you're cutting a bungee cord, releasing the energy, Let the breath out drop. Feel how good that stretch felt. When you finish your breath out, go back for another one. Your focus now is purely the inhale phase. Inhale what resonates for you. Inhale focus. Draw in attention. See the motivation you want. Allow the energy to build. If you were to try to expand your body from the inside out, where would you direct your intention right now to create the best, open and expand? Invest in building the bellows from the lower zone, through the middle ribs, to the upper chest. And because that feels so good, hold that breath in your body as long as feels good. And because that felt so good, now I want you to breathe out through your mouth. Open the mouth. Think of a breath that is a sigh breath. Allow the breath in to fall out of the body, as if you're releasing all of that energy, all of that breath in 1 second with no control. Create the smooth inhale through the nose. Hold the inhale. And then drop the breath. Think of letting go. Let go of the face zone, the chest, the stomach. Let go of everything as you complete the exhale now through the mouth. How good is the feeling you get when you truly embody the sigh breath and release the energy, all the energy in the body in 1 second. Think of the message that you're sending your nervous system. Are you breathing out with control, or are you truly letting go? Let go with every cell in the body. Hold the inhale. Keep the inhale in your body as long as feels good. Even sense all the energy of the breath in permeating through all the empty corners, up to the crown, down the arms, filtering through the body. Alright guys, so now we are working on our cycles of energy breathing, where we start to breathe in through the mouth. So have your lips just open like you're drawing in through a straw. And try 5 for me. Draw the breath in. Open your mouth and let sigh the breath. Do 5. Draw in. Let go. This is circular. There's no pausing during your 5 cycles, but then you execute a pause. And the pause is at the end of the breath out. Think to yourself, working zone, letting go. Working, letting go. find the full lung volume, lips just open. Keep cycling just on 5 repeats. When you breathe out, pause and visualize yourself mentally continuing to execute the breath out. Feel the energy of the in, feel the relax of the out. Inhale phase is about building. Exhale phase is about floating, stillness, drifting, letting go. Alright, let's allow a bit of a build now, guys. Let's try 10 circular energy breaths in a row before you pause. Start to switch on the working zone. The energy of the breath in starts low. Lower belly, build to the middle ribs, continue to the upper chest, release. And because energy builds energy, by the 10th circular breath, you're drawing the breath in quicker, like you're revving the engine of the car. You feel the build. Sense a bit of a building buzz in the body around the face zone first. Lips, back of the neck, forehead, face, fingers. Remember the feeling of the breath out pause. Each time you've finished your cycles, go back and relax into it. Invest in the stillness that waits for you at the end of your breath out. If you feel ready, continue the build. 15 now. I want you to put more energy into the inhale phase. After the 15 cycles, see if you can achieve a little bit longer breath out pause. Relax into it. Delay the impulse to breathe as you start to reprogram your nervous system to the feeling of pausing and resting. When you're pausing, think relax, floating, stillness. Sense the drifting off and find the peace. Cycles of energy breath lift you. The pausing sinks and relaxes you. If you feel ready, raise the engine another notch. 20 cycles. Now with your numbers, just estimate. Don't get caught up in the counting. Allow your instinct now to take over. Work with what's starting to feel right. Build the buzz and then pause. And then again, build the buzz and then pause again. energy breath, we meet with feelings of uncomfortability. Observe them, don't react to them. The exhale is your let go. Keep investing in triggering the best let go you can. Half of what you are actually doing is relaxing. Check in on full lung volume, guys. Drawing in through the mouth. Put more energy into the inhale phase now. Switch the engine on. Find the working zone. Even build to 25 cycles if you feel ready. Stay with this technique until the end of this track for me. Feel the circular pattern. During the energy breaths, in becomes out, out becomes in becomes out becomes in. No pausing. Like the smooth circular breath now has a working zone, but still has a relaxing zone. Your limits just a little bit on the last couple cycles. Draw the breath in fuller. Right guys, so you've completed the hard work now. As you finish these last couple cycles, shift your focus slowly now into the breath out phase. Take your next breath out and create the pause. And I want you to practice sitting still in the pause. Sit and wait. Relax heavy. Let your physical body drop down. Now when you feel the impulse to breathe start, relax into it. We are shifting all our breathing to nose breathing now. And I want one slow, full inhale and one relaxing nose breath exhale. And I want you to practice the pause again. Remember, when you execute the breath out pause, you mentally see yourself executing the breath out. Smooth inhales to the top. Smooth exhales to the bottom. And then relax. The feelings we get during the breath out pause are not unlike the feelings of anxiety we face during the swimming, during feelings of claustrophobia. Work with your emotions, work with your nervous system now. and start relaxing a little bit longer each time you arrive here. Make the inhales full. Allow them to take as long as they need. Make the exhale passive, and then focus on the drifting, the calmness. Focus in on surrendering your body to the exhale breath. Notice that if you wait long enough, you can rely on your own body to breathe in for you. Delay that impulse to breathe just that little bit longer, and then, like you're catching a wave at the beach, when that impulse to breathe overwhelms your body, jump on, enjoy the ride of the breath in, but allow your body to do that for you. Start to feel like you are the observer. You are watching on. All you are doing is actually letting go. You can sense and you can feel your nervous system adjusting to the feeling of getting used to the exhale pause. You are now getting more and more comfortable with the feeling of sitting here. This point starts to become your small little oasis. This is the calming point for the nervous system. It switches on our rest and regeneration, aids our digestion, promotes recovery, draws us into sleep, releases anxiety, feel like every time you execute the breath out and pause, you come back for a little drink of what rests for you in the oasis. Building the resilience and the adaptability of your nervous system. Taking voluntary control over your breath and letting it go. On these last couple cycles, continue to focus on your triangle breath. Exhale, pause. And just take a little snapshot for yourself of what it feels like to be here. Retain this place as a memory for yourself, at the end of this session. Even see yourself doing your favorite activity, feeling this easy, like time stands still. Nothing is reactive. It is all in our own time. So when you feel ready, we're just going to bring a bit of movement into the body. So if you'd like to stretch the knees a little bit into the chest. You can even bring yourself up to child's pose, coming up into kneeling, and just sit your bottom back towards your heels. Don't rush your recovery. If you're not ready, just stay exactly where you are. Give your body the time it needs. Suggested a session like this you could probably complete 3 to 4 times a week to help develop the resilience in the nervous system, work on your lung capacity, tone the diaphragm, work on your rib and upper back mobility, as well as your mental focus, attention and motivation. So I hope you enjoyed that all today, guys. Continue just to come forward at your own pace, taking your time. Allow yourself probably a little bit of time now in your own space. Hydrate well. And go for a bit of a walk if you can.